Why, hi there. It feels like it has been way too long since we've had tea together, so I thought we could just kind of have a little bit of a catch up. So, grab your tea and let's just dive into it. So, if you've been around for a while, you know that I collect antique Aynsley teacups, specifically in the color turquoise. My collection is back there in that case, and I did find a couple this year. When I was antiquing with Jeanette, my wife, we went to Great Village. It's probably about, I guess, a 15-minute drive outside of our town. And it is the most delightful antique shop. The owner is so spectacular as well, so that is always nice. But it was so funny because when I was out there, I spotted this teacup and I was just like, because when you're looking for something very specific, so for me, it is Aynsley is the maker and turquoise is the color. So I'm looking for something super specific like that. It makes it kind of like super fun because it's like a scavenger hunt. Oh, Gare Bear wants to jump up. Here's Gary. So it makes it super fun scavenger hunt like when you're looking for something so specific like that. Uh, but the thing is that when your collection starts to grow, you need to make sure that if you don't want, too many duplicates or anything like that, or if you're looking for something very specific to add to it, you're going to want to make sure that you have like photos and stuff included, like on you, I guess. So it is great to be able to reference, which is what I ended up doing. Okay, so back up here a little bit. So I found this teacup and I was so excited and I was just like, oh my gosh, this is spectacular. And then I was like, but this feels familiar. I feel like this is familiar. But, it was starting to get busy and everything. So I just, held on to it. And then I went and I actually looked it up and I was like in my own collection to see what I had. Sure enough, I already had it. So I was like, okay, I'm going to have to set this back down. But then I turned the corner and I was going to go put it back in its proper booth. And then I turned the corner and I was like 99% sure that I spotted a couple turquoise Ainsleys that I knew I did not have. But there was people in the way. So I was like, had my hands full of other things as well. And it was just, yeah, a little bit chaotic. And, you're trying to like be polite and, like, excuse me. But then there's certain spots in the antique shops where it's like nobody else can get in. And then this woman actually lost her earring. So I kindly helped her find her earring. With hopes that if she was looking at this teacup that she would, not want to keep it. I don't know what I was thinking. I was just trying to be helpful as well as helpful to my own collection. So yes, so I will show you those. As well, my mom sent me, she bought it online and then she had it shipped to me and and there was no note in it. And I was just like, what is happening? Look at this. Look at this dish. I know, Gare Bear. He's like, oh, I'll put some food in it. So how pretty is that? So this is the turquoise color that I collect. I actually have a teacup with this pattern with that, I think it's a rose and like maybe a daisy, a blue daisy. It is so sweet and I love it. So I have placed this, it goes on top of the cabinet, which is super fun. As well, yesterday when I went to the mail to pick up the mail, I got this super sweet gift, so unexpected. I was like, what is happening? What? I only usually check my mailbox like once a week. So sometimes if you send me something that has like tracking and it's like, oh, it's been delivered, I might not have actually gotten it because I might just not have picked it up yet. So this is from Cameron. So she is Tea and Pugs on the socials. And she says she meant to send this after last Vlogmas, but kept forgetting. I hope you, Jeanette and Gary, are well, and I can't wait for Advent season. And her Bon Mama Advent is already on the shelf. Mine as well. So this is what she sent me. She knows that I adore packaging. So I love that this here is like the, what's this called? Paper bag type thing that this would go into. So sweet. And then look at this. It's so pretty. and it's 5 different teas. I haven't tried them yet, but I did peek. Look how pretty. So beautiful. And then these are the different teas. So pretty, right? I can't wait to explore. And this is what else she sent. I'm completely spoiled. So the funny thing about this is I'm pretty sure I have to go down and check in the basement because that's where I keep any of my antique Aynsleys that I've actually broken, because I do use these. So sometimes they end up breaking, but I'm pretty sure I had this at one point and then broke it. But look at that. Don't break it again, Jan. Look at the flowers on the inside. I love the turquoise handle. Like usually you don't see that. And it's just, it's so fun and different. Cameron, thank you so much. Like, that is amazing. You're amazing. Thank you. So amazing. I'm spoiled. Care Bear, what do you think of that? I also received this box that I wanted to open with you. What do you think, Care Bear? Maybe I'll bring you a chair. If you have your own chair, will you just sit here? Will you sit here? Maybe? There we go. He's gonna help me. All right. Make sure I don't cut his little tail. So I already know what is in this. I've never, like, I guess, I know what it is. The company reached out and they were like, hey, can we send you this? And I was like, well, sure. I don't know, like, if I'm doing any videos. So, you know, like, maybe I wouldn't be the best person. But because lately it's just been hit or miss with me. I don't know. I'm trying to do some other things. I'm kind of staying busy. I'm trying to make sure that I don't, like, overcommit or anything. I don't know. You know what? Life is weird, right? There's a lot going on. I can't open this. I'm so sorry. It's very well packaged. Almost there. Maybe. Okay, so it's like these two boxes are like together. Let me just show you. This here's what I'm seeing so far. So I love antique things, but I as well like adore modern new things. Ah! This is exciting. A little note to say a big thank you. We hope you love it as much as we do. Tim and Beck. So adorable. Oh, I love this. Okay, so like I said, I love antique things. I love the story that comes behind it. It's just the whole thing I love. I as well love modern, and I love adding like modern, like the modern tea kettle that I have and pouring that into like a vintage teapot is just like, it just brightens my heart and I just really enjoy it. So when this company reached out, Ever Vessel, and they asked if they could send me something, I was just like, yeah, sure. Like I took a peek to make sure, like, because I don't want somebody to send me, you know, their product if it's like, oh, that just actually just wouldn't match for whatever reason, whatever. So anyways, I checked their stuff and everything about it just seemed perfect. So this one here is a glass one, and they sent me this one as, let's just open it. Whoa. It has my name. Oh, gracious. Look at that. This glass feels amazing too. Okay, so double-walled tea infuser, and it's customized. Oh my gosh. It says tea with Jann is engraved on the top, and it has a little like, what is that? A tulip, which I love because I can't have tulips here because we have deer issues. and the deer would just eat it. That's so beautiful. Look at this. So their thing too is that it's designed so that plastic is never touching anything that you would drink, including like where the lid touches and stuff. So there's like a gasket and stuff, and then there's this here metal piece. Look at that. Very durable feeling. I know they said like the glass one was meant for like, you know, when you're having tea at your desk and stuff. And then there's this one. Okay, so a perfect brew. Ooh! Oh my gosh. I love white teaware, like modern white teaware. Oh, can you see that? How gorgeous is that? And this one on the top, it says a perfect brew. I love that you can get them engraved. And it just makes it super special. Like, oh my gosh, look at how great this looks. And this one has a tea filter as well. And then it's, you know, thermos. So you could just use it like that. You could use it with this, like, this is perfect. Oh my gosh. I love how this is like straight, that it's not like curved or wonky or anything like that. And the size is spectacular. I can hold that without it being like any issues. This makes me want to go on a picnic. That is gorgeous. Thank you to Evervessel so much. I so appreciate it. I will leave the information linked down below, of course. That is spectacular. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate that. I'm gonna have some fun. All right, let me go show you those teacups that I was mentioning that I got. And yeah, then I'm gonna have to make a cup of tea and hopefully chat with you guys more often. Let me know what you guys have been up to. Oh my gosh, I did get my first Advent. I tucked it in here. Just like Cameron, I have the Bon Mama Advent. This is the jam one. So I really missed having it. I'm going to show you the first one actually, just so you can kind of see if you haven't been around or you didn't watch any Vlogmases of the past. So it's little jars, the cutest little jars of jams and jellies and preserves and stuff. And I think there's usually like a spread of some sort, like caramel or something like that. But I've gotten it a couple times and I just love the Advent calendar. This is so heavy. I also love using those glasses afterwards, the little jars. We keep them and we use them all the time. Like, it is one of the reasons why I wanted to get this. So not only is it great to discover the different jams and stuff like that, and to kind of have a little nice surprise each day, but those jars are just like, they're perfect. So yeah. And I have already ordered one tea Advent already. And that is Phil from World Tea House. I have ordered his, pre-ordered it. And I believe it's sold out, but he does have a wait list. So if you're interested, he is a local, he's not in my town. I have to drive an hour to go get it, but that's fine. I could have had it shipped. So he does do shipping too. So anyways, I'm super excited for that one. I've been wanting one of his for like a number of years. I usually always end up missing out, or it ended up that, you know, I already had a lineup of them. And this year I'm keeping it very low key. So yeah, so we're gonna see. I'd love to know, what are you discovering? All right, let me show you those teacups. Okay, so here is my collection. So I snagged two. This one here, which it's so adorable. I love, like, a lot of times it's like full of turquoise and stuff, but I actually love that this one is a little bit more minimal. I don't know, it's just nice to have different ones. And then I'm 99% sure this is the one that I got. It's awful. But it's so pretty. It has this wonderful like gold outside, and then it has this, and it's squarish. So you can see that. I have another one like this that's like fall flowers. So, and there's the Aynsley stamp. So beautiful. So I hope your summer was well, and I can't wait to hear what you've been up to, and yeah, what advance you're getting. And I don't know what I'm doing this year for Vlogmas, if I'm doing it or how I'm doing it or any of that stuff. So yeah, we shall see what the future holds. Yeah. And thank you so much to Cameron and to my mom. And I've received a few different cards and stuff over the summer. So thank you so much. I really appreciate it. You guys touch my heart. So I so appreciate it. And to the team over at Evervessel, you guys are spectacular. That was super nifty. And like the fact that it's like etched with my name. So adorable. You guys are great, and I can't wait to test them out and to share with you guys what I think of them. All right, on to continuing to collect antique Ainsleys for me. Talk to you guys later. Bye.